When it comes to some things, bigger is always better. From hot rods to houses to Hooters, we Americans like things big. That goes for online video too. Big production values, big laughs, big stupid people taking big stupid diggers on big stupid skateboards. But that doesn't mean that production values always have to be big in order for you to make it big as a video marketer. Today is July 24th, 2009. It's 4:02 p.m. I'm the marketing intern, and today, I'm checking out early. Good afternoon, everyone. I'm glad to be here. Glad you could join me. As promised, today we're going to be talking about how you can make online video on the cheap. But first, a few ground rules. In exchange for the information that I'm providing to you for free, you're going to forward this video to somebody. You're going to do it. Or so help me, I'll find you. I'll hunt you down. I know where you live. Just kidding. I don't know where you live. The more you forward, the happier I become, and the happier I am, well, the more beer I drink, and the more free information I give to you. So click that big yellow button right over there and spread the love. Alright, so video. First thing you need to shoot video is a camera. And if you want a camera like the one that I use to film checking out early, well, you can't have it, it's mine. The kind of camera that you buy depends a lot on the quality of the video you're going to be shooting. Now, there are a lot of high-end cameras out there that will shoot in amazing quality, but they can get a little pricey. However, if you're planning on shooting a lot of high-quality video, cameras like this will set you back about this much, which is a little bit too expensive for the marketing intern. But if you're only looking to make the occasional video and want a better quality than a webcam can give you, there are some really great low-cost options out there. The best of the bunch, as far as I'm concerned, are the FlipMino and FlipMino HD. Now, the FlipMino is going to set you back about $180, and the HD is going to set you back $230. They're compact, portable, easy to use, and the Mino HD even makes HD affordable. That's pretty cool. Just please remember that if you decide to shoot in HD, make sure you brush your teeth first. And get something right there. Now, after you're done shooting your video, you're going to want a program to edit it all together real nice. Now, I use Adobe Premiere for this, but that's kind of a big expensive program, and if you're on a budget, that's going to be a problem. Don't worry, there are lots of free applications out there for video editing. Most Windows-enabled computers now come with Microsoft Movie Maker, which is fine for basic editing and transitions and things like that, but if you're looking for something a little bit more advanced, you're going to have to dig a little bit deeper. For a great piece of free video editing software, check out a program called Wax. You can find it at debugmode.com/wax. It's a great little piece of software. It does everything you need it to do, and it comes at a great price tag. Free. Now, obviously, I haven't tried every piece of free video editing software on the market, so if you've got one that you love, send it over to me and I'll let my readers know about it. Now, after you've got your video all shot and edited, you're going to want to make sure that it makes it out to the masses. Well, how do you do this? Any way you can, but here are a few good places to start. First and foremost, you've got to get your video online somehow. Now, you could go the usual route and put it on YouTube, but really everyone's doing that. And if you're hoping that it goes viral, you've got another thing coming. And if some agency approaches you and tells you that they can make your video viral, run the other way. Don't even think about it. It's a waste of brain power. I will say this once. Nobody can make a video go viral after it has already been produced. You have to produce viral qualities into your video in order for it to go viral. You can't do it, an agency can't do it, nobody but the YouTube audience can do it. So your next best bet is to push your video out through email to clients and leads. And this is where it gets tricky. You see, most email clients still don't support in-message video. Essentially, the state of email is about the same as it was 5 years ago, in that most emails contain the same thing, text and images. Not to say that they're not trying, of course, but email service providers need to keep their clients safe from spam and malware and viruses, and until they fully understand the rich media thing, they're probably going to hold back on video. In the meantime, there are other alternatives. If you host your video on your company's website, then you can get a still from that video and include it as a picture in your email. That picture can then be linked to the site where the video is. Then, in the body of your email, include a call to action that says, click on this video for more information on whatever it is your video is about. Contrast this with hosting your video on YouTube, where you send your clients, where they inevitably spend hours browsing YouTube, which decreases their productivity and decreases the profitability of their company, eventually getting your clients fired. You don't want to fire your clients, do you? Do you want to be that guy? It may be worth mentioning at this point that you probably have work to do. Alright, so now that you've distributed your video, you're going to want a way to measure its effectiveness. Thankfully, there are lots of ways to do this too. The least cost-effective way to do this would be to get your webmaster to put your video content behind a registration form. Now the upside to this is that you'll get a lot of information about the people who actually view your video content, and the downside is that a lengthy form is going to drive traffic away from your video. Now the most cost-effective way to track traffic is with Google Analytics. It's a free program that allows you to track visitors, track what your visitors are doing, and roughly where they come from. Now the upside to Google Analytics is obviously that it's free, but the downside is that when you ask for customer data, what you get are numbers. You get the time spent on site, you'll get their IP address. That doesn't do anything to identify the customer. Now you can call me a little bit biased, but for my money, the best place to go for analytics is a place called Flimp Media. You can check them out at flimp.net, and they are the guys that give me this wonderful landing page. Now what Flimp does is they measure traffic using tags on the back of their rich media that allow you to track user interaction by email address. That means that if your video goes viral, and say it goes to 500,000 people, you get 500,000 email addresses, which you are probably going to give some intern to whittle down to about 10,000. That's a more manageable number. So on behalf of interns everywhere, I'd like to say thanks, dickhead. So there you have it, a few easy steps to creating, distributing, and tracking your online video. So now I fully expect you to be able to use video for your marketing tactics. For an experiment, try giving a camera to your most creative employee and seeing what she comes up with. There's really no downside because it's really so cheap, and you could end up making a huge sensation out of it. That's only going to drive business, so there's really no risk. And for the record, no, I'm not the most creative person at my company. I'm just the only one who's dumb enough to put his big stupid face on the internet. What's that? You want beer? Me too. We're talking about big video and big success, so I thought I'd bring along a big beer. This is Berkshire Brewing Company's Hefeweizen. It is a delicious beer, and really, I'm not going to say much more about it than that. You need to go to the store and pick this baby up, because for the summer, there really is nothing better. I've known the guys over at Berkshire for a long time, and I tell you, they do not make bad beer. And this is probably one of their better ones. And for the ladies, it tastes a lot like bananas. That's it for this week's Checking Out Early. I am the marketing intern. Thank you for stopping by. I'll see you next week when we discuss whatever the hell I feel like. Cheers.